Welcome back, or welcome if you are watching one of my videos for the first time. You will find that I am very unprofessional in the sense of I don't have a fancy podcast, microphone, lighting. This is very natural. You are going to hear some background noise. I got my door open. You can hear birds chirping. You might hear cars parking. My dog is sitting on the stoop. We're just chilling, right? So today I wanted to talk about dating, right? And how dating can be educational, how dating can be a blessing. When I came out of a long-term relationship, as hurt as I was, there was a part of me that was very excited and very curious to get back out into dating. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Initially, I wanted to be a hoe. I did. God forgive me. Please forgive me. But that was a part of my intention. I wasn't in my early 20s, right? Because I had gotten into a relationship, so that had never been my experience. So I was like, I'm gonna hoe it out, right? I'm gonna thug it out. But that wasn't. Zuri, chill out. Told you this is the real deal, right? My dog was having a situation. So I wanted to engage in a lot of bed wrestling because that wasn't my initial experience. But one of the first things that I learned, or maybe relearned about myself, was I don't have the capacity to have casual sex. I don't have that capacity. That's not my gift. I had to learn that about myself, that trying to engage in intimate situations with multiple people just did not resonate. It didn't sit well, and it took a long time to recover. And I think a lot of that has to do with the Pentecostal Black church upbringing, like really believing the scripture and trying to live it, like just being indoctrinated in that way. But then understanding that you just can't exchange fluids with people and don't think that you're not going to exchange something deeper spiritual in your behavior and in your psychology. So as a grown man at this big age that I am, I understood that that wasn't an avenue or a territory that I could go down. And if I did, it could contribute to psychological defect, right? Creating more traumatic experience. So when I started dating, and I'm talking about wholesome dating, walks in the park, picnics, movies, dinner dates, right? Amusement parks, bowling, like all of the traditional dating, getting to know people. One of the things that I learned about myself was, one, I'm aloof. That's what I learned, that I am aloof, that I am hard to gauge, and that people don't always know what to get from me or what to expect from me, that I could stand to be more affectionate. And I had heard that in my previous relationships, right? Because I'm not necessarily touchy-feely. I play a lot, right? I tickle, slapstick kind of stuff, but it's not this cuddling, warm, soft type of thing. So I learned that I could be more affectionate and more present in terms of how I show my emotions. And so it was such great education, and I really enjoyed it. I also learned that when I'm not in a great emotional space or psychological space, that it's not fair to bring someone into that space. It's not fair just because maybe I don't want to be alone or I want someone present to put them in a space where they have to try to dig through what's going on, and I've got my walls up and I'm not letting them in. I want them here, but I'm not letting them in. And so the reason why I wanted to have this conversation, one, you know I'm a coach, And I said that most times when we coach, we coach at you, we talk at you. But I want to have a conversation. I want to talk with you. I want to talk to you. And coaches aren't supposed to give advice, right? Like that is when we're trained, coaching 101 is you don't give advice. So I'm giving experience and I want you to hear what I'm saying and see if you can see yourself, if you hear yourself in some of what I'm sharing, and then giving you some of the tools to navigate that. And so don't look at dating as, oh my God, it's something I have to do to find a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a husband or a wife. Look at it as it's something that I have the opportunity to do to get to know myself, to be educated about who I am, learn to love more, learn to be open, see myself objectively, see myself through the lens of how other people saw me or see me. And that's what I did, even with all of my craziness, right? And even with me just advising a little bit, but I'm sharing my stuff. I'm not telling you to do it. I'm just putting the tools on the table, the perspectives on the table. But with that being said, one of the greatest lessons learned and the greatest gifts that I received was, despite all of my flaws and nuances, the running theme was and is, you are a special man. You are valuable. Anyone who has you in their lives is lucky. You deserve to be poured into. You deserve to be acknowledged and validated and loved unconditionally. People just wanted to spend time with me, to get to know me. And it is my prayer, wish, and hope that you have that opportunity. If you're back in the dating world, in the dating pool, I hope that you have an opportunity to learn something really wonderful, really awesome about yourself, right? The tools to use, right, is curiosity. Dating is about education, right? Dating is about self-awareness. Dating is about letting your guard down and trusting that you know who to bring in and who to keep out. I am your coach, Coach Ben. I love you so much. I hope this conversation helped. If it didn't, I'm sure you'll tell me. I'll talk to you soon. Zuri, hands up. I gotta go.